Hi, you guys. How you doing? It's Justin here, and I wanted to broadcast myself on an important subject on entrepreneurship, why I became a social media marketing entrepreneur, and how you know why you should too. It wasn't long ago, about a couple of years. It's a little dark out here. that my life was in the shingles. I just got out of high school. I was very introverted and I didn't know a path to go on. I could have went to college. I was a straight A student in high school. I got an accumulated GPA of 3.84, and I was good in school, but it didn't really push me to be someone that I could have been amazing at. And so what happened with that is I didn't go to college, and I probably won't now. And so what intrigued me about this kind of stuff is that I wanted time freedom. I wanted, financial independence. Something that most people can never say about themselves because they're always so single-minded on things. And as soon as you begin to reframe your thoughts and actions, then big things begin to happen. And things begin to suddenly change. Henry Thoreau said, things don't change, we change. And then they get in alignment with different things, okay? And so I took that path, ran into a couple of my mentors that taught me a couple things in social media marketing. And I knew it was the right path because I felt more fulfilled and happy. And it was in alignment with what I was good at. And you should do that too, follow your strengths and not be afraid to show that to people. A lot of people are afraid to, and all they try to strive for is status, which is looking good for other people, which is not the case anymore. You really got to become the person that, wants to be proud of themselves and satisfy your needs before anybody else's. You know why? Because, we're all selfish human beings, okay? And we have this selfish gene, as Dawkins would say, that, we must satisfy our own needs before we help other people. It's like that airplane cliche saying, put the mask on first before you put someone else's on if they're unconscious. It makes sense now, but I learned a couple things from mentors on social media marketing, and they helped me dramatically through the process of me, because back in middle school when I was very extroverted, I had a lot of friends, I was happy and fulfilled, and I made a bad decision to switch high schools and not know anybody, and then I became very introverted, and I didn't, know anybody, and um, you know, the grading system was my backup, and so that's what I began to fall back on, and I wasn't happy. I kept lying to myself, and I kind of lost that path at which I needed to follow. I'm a huge health advocate, but there's something about being my own boss, being someone that could manage his own schedule, not have to be the monkey in the cage, that helpless individual that will have to bow down to somebody else. I learned this a little bit ago by Ty Lopez. I've learned by other mentors, my health mentors, because I'm in a huge health. I'm a health advocate too. I'm an ancestral health motivator, and they all taught me these amazing things. The more you learn, the more you earn. That's what Warren Buffett said. And the schooling system, you know, robbed us of 13 years of our education. Elementary school, middle school, high school, man. If I could go back, I bet you would too. To get all that time back and, push the restart button and make things happen and change. I mean, I'd give up anything. I bet you would too, just to have that, moment once again. I had some, bad experiences in high school. I was in self-defense, but as the years went on, I had zero girlfriends. um, I had hardly any friends that were actually there, except my brother, that's why it changed. And I had no solace. I had no motivation. I didn't have a drive, a pointed direction in which I wanted to. So, and as soon as I got the straight A's, it was nice in the beginning, but that's just a short-term pleasure trap that most people fall to. And I want something that was long-term that I could be satisfied with. It's something that, you shouldn't listen to somebody that hasn't done it themselves. And that's what most people are. You're going to be confronted with those kind of people. And if you guys are young, this is my message saying, start now. As Seneca says, art is long, life is short. Meaning you can make $1,000,000, but it'll probably take you 150 years to do so because art is long, but life is short. And you might only live to 100, so you'll never get to that goal. So it's about working smarter, not working harder, not hustling and grinding all the time because, believe it or not, the commodity of energy, you have a finite amount. Same with time. And those are the things that I value a lot, energy and time, more than anything else. And the only way to do that is become my own boss and make my own situations and my own money. And that's why I got into social media. It actually brought me solace last year when I took the SMMA course with Ty, and it began to change my framework. I took the 67 steps, and I found myself again, and I've been better ever since. Let me just tell you that. I was very introverted, and now that I'm in alignment with what my strengths are, what I'm passionate about, everything's beginning to, fall back into place like it should have been when I got out of middle school. And now I was introverted, now I'm becoming more and more extroverted, talking to people, being social, that kind of thing. And social media was my solace. And so I used it as an advantage. And now I'm building an empire, social media empire, local base, and I plan to scale that by the end of this year. I'm doing good now, you just got to be the ultimate competitor in life, all right? And make sure that you're utilizing every strategy and tactic in the book that is in the past, something that's more, trending today and cutting edge. And I teach that kind of stuff. I tell all these business owners, that kind of thing, how this stuff's on the cutting edge, how it's changing people's lives and it's making people better humans, exploiting that message. My message to you guys is, fall into your strengths and make sure that you make that strength a passion. And don't forget, to feel fulfilled along the way. Be in alignment with things that really make you happy. And to be honest, if you do that, money will come. That'll be, like the byproduct. Money will be the byproduct of your life. So, just being able to do that, and this is my own message, what's happened. This is why I'm doing this for businesses. So they don't have to, have the burden that I had to go through with all my other struggles in my past. And so, yeah, I just hope, you guys do the same. And, if you guys want to check out my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Instagram is JD Bioprimer. Twitter is JD Bioprimer. Facebook is Justin Dutra. And like I said, subscribe. I appreciate all the feedback that you guys give me. I love helping all y'all with sales and in health as well. So check the health out as well. I hope you guys have an awesome night. Be safe and become an entrepreneur, baby. It's the best thing you'll ever do. The best decision you'll make in your life. I promise you that, okay? Take care.